Castle at the 2. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the 4-man position. And for the Rockets, inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Lets it go. Smith with the rebound. Pass to Eason. Now here's Şengün. Smith outside. There's the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Pass to Eason. Back to Durant. And here's Şengün. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Pass to Durant. Launches a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Castle. 15 in his last outing. 3-pointer. Fox. Eason pulls it in.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. 4-3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
With the ball on the inside, smartly, Şengün kicks it outside.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, screen on Eason. Back to Wembanyama. Plenty of space. Thompson pulls it in.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Fox outside. Out to the wing. Wembanyama against Şengün. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. To the paint. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Fox. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. 5 on the clock. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Fox.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Durant looking around. Smith outside. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
Spurs trail by 8. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Rockets on D. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. Fox outside. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. Thompson with some nice D. The Rockets lead by 8. To the middle. Here's Durant. Nails the baby hook. Durant's got 8 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Inside. Here's Wembanyama. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 6 points for him.
Getting to his spots. He's making some good reads and really benefiting his team.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Now Easton. Pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Now here's Castle. No points yet. Fox for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Easton, pass to Smith. Şengün in the post. Wembanyama on it. Back to Smith. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Durant for 3. Drains the triple.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Fox. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Back to Castle. Pass to Champagnie. Takes the 3. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Wemby came up and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can't. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Ali. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Clark, heading into the postseason, some teams have bet it all on star power, while others have bet on chemistry.
Hey, I think continuity and chemistry are really the most important components to winning a championship because every team in the league has talent. Some have more talent or more superstar talent, but you've got to have a chemistry, a continuity, a connectedness that helps you work through the tough spots in the season and certainly in the playoffs.
Spurs trail by 14. Castle outside. Back to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Fades. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Smith with a screen on Vassell. Durant inside. He's guarded by Vassell. Here's Shepherd. Here's the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Fox outside. Pass to Vassell. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Nice shot by Durant.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Houston. Şengün against Wembanyama. Lays it up and banks it in. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the game.
And once he gets deep enough positioning, there's not much you can do to stop Wemby.
Smith with a screen on Vassell. For three, Durant. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Barnes. Back to Fox. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, screen on Durant. Fox for three. Thompson pulls it in.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Thompson. His last outing, he had 18 points. That one doesn't drop. Castle against Thompson. Pass to Fox. Now here's Wembanyama from downtown. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. He's got 13.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Outside Durant. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Fox. Still no points. Vassell outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him, too.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Houston making some changes. Green's checked in for Smith. Finney Smith comes in for Durant. And Okogie is subbed in for Thompson. San Antonio also making some changes. Hornets checked in for Wembanyama. Johnson comes in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. Here's Şengün. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And here's Shepherd for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Spurs trail by 9. On the wing, Fox. No good with the triple.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Outside for Green. The 3 is up. Not going to go that time. The Spurs shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. Pass to Fox. Here's Harper, defended by Şengün. Clock at 6. Outside Johnson, over Finney Smith. Here's Cornette, and he jams it home with authority.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
On offense, here is San Antonio. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Now here's Fox, still without a bucket. The 3 from Barnes. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line, shooting with confidence so far in this one.
So on the floor for the Spurs, Johnson and Barnes, your small and power forwards. Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Şengün. Here's Okogie. Offline with a 3. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. 7-point differential. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Here's Shepherd. Count it. Shepherd's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepherd is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
Here's Harper. No made baskets yet. Cornette passes to Johnson. Fox outside. Puts up a 3. Boom! Fox with a triple.
And Fox is a volume shooter from deep for a reason. I mean, he can light it up from there.
Pass to Şengün. And there's the rejection. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
And Houston has possession. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
No good on that one. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
He hits the second from the line. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Now here's Fox. Pass to Barnes. Fires for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Houston in the lead. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Finney-Smith. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Really good work by Finney-Smith there to get himself in position, doing the work before the shot. And once he gets the ball, he's good to go.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, "Their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team." Back to you guys.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Here's Finney-Smith. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Here's Shepherd. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he gave them headaches with his defense. Constant activity at that end with 4 steals to show for it.
And the Spurs with possession here after the basket by Houston. Fox. Here's Cornette. And the power Powerful one-handed slam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Okogie. And San Antonio also making a switch. Wembanyama's checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Shepherd. 6 points for him. Back to Durant. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Spurs. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Outside Barnes. Fox goes in. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And it's now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Back to Durant. Over Johnson. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. On the wing, Fox. 7 points in the game. Fox takes the hit and scores.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. It took him a while to get going.
Durant, pass to Green. Thompson outside. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Shepherd. Thompson with a screen. And that's good. Shepherd for 3. Shepherd's got 9 points. San Antonio's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And here's Wembanyama. Here's Harper. Back to Wembanyama. Şengün with a steal. Pass to Green. The kick to Durant. The 3. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Well, it's always nice to head up to the Connected Cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Houston leading by 3. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Thompson. Here's Shepherd. 4 on the clock. Now Green. He's guarded by Barnes. And that one's good. Green.
Good execution to getting some short-range looks here.
Fox outside. Fox makes his move inside and scores.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And here's Durant. He's got 22. Durant owning the inside.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Fox deciding where to go with it. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw is good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Smith comes in for Green. And Tari Eason subbed in for Shepard. San Antonio also making some changes. Champagnie, he's checked in for Barnes. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Now here's Castle. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Capella. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Houston leading by 6. Outside Durant. Now here's Capella. Now Eason, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. And a nice finish on the layup.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
In rebounding, and they're in the top 10 for field goal percentage. They pick their shots well and do a good job not forcing things on that end.
And you love how they've controlled the glass at both ends. It takes a huge effort to out-rebound this club. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Harper. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. San Antonio again can't hit. Smith with it. Thompson passes to Durant. Vassell with the rebound.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. Capella, the pass to Smith. Vassell against Durant. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Thompson. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Harper passes to Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Puts the move on. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio.
One shot.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Outside Eason. Pass to Durant. Smith outside. The 3-ball. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Smith's got 6 points.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Already an elite player in this league. The scary thing about Wembanyama is that he's only going to get better.
Outside Eason. Back to Durant. Shoots over Vassell. They double-team Durant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And this is his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Free throws good from Durant.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama against Capella. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Durant for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The 3. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Here's Durant. Good on the shot. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, high post. He's against Capella. Wembanyama, pass to Champagnie. Now here's Johnson, defended by Eason for 3. Vassell, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Thompson passes to Capella. Now here's Thompson. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Saturday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, the Chicago Bulls come to town, kicking off a homestand for them.
And for that game against Los Angeles, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
And San Antonio making a change here. Harper's checked in. Here's Wembanyama, and San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Durant draws the double. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
And here's Durant. He had 25 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. A nice shot by Smith.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. And that's all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us on the offensive glass. So keep them off the glass, make them beat us from the perimeter, and I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
Well, they've worked the ball inside at every turn. This is your type of game, Shaq.
Yeah, the closer to the cup, the better. What's my proof? Cuatro rings.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. Got a question here from Jose and One Hero. Who's the #1 overall pick in the studio show draft?
It's Ernie Bartholomew Johnson. That's the franchise broadcaster right there.
Yeah, I agree. You just put some talent around, Ernie, and then come back later and you got a championship squad.
Well, look, guys, it takes a team effort, but thank you. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Amen Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Here's Champagnie. Three-pointer. Fox. Doesn't go for him. Castle against Eason. Here's Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Smith's gotten 4 this quarter. Castle outside. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Here's Wembanyama. From the top of the key, he buries it. Wembanyama's got 30.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity, and he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at, and if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you.
The love for the game. Allie, appreciate the report. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Oh, Fox for the steal. Here's Champagnie, covered by Smith. Fox for 3. Buries it from 3. And now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
Outside Durant. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Stolen by Wembanyama. Going all the way to the rack. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Thompson in the post. He's covered by Fox.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Tipped. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And we've got a moment here to show you this season's most aggressive defensive teams. In third, the Rockets.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Smith. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. A deep three. Ooh, KD going to work from deep.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hand.
Here's Champagnie, covered by Smith. Out to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. The lead is 2. Lets the 3 fly. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Durant. Vassell with it. Durant covering. Down low. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Fox outside. Vassell, a screen on Thompson. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at carving through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. Oh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Back to Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Fox. And there's another one for the Spurs.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Alperen Şengün.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Eason against Castle. Outside Durant. Thompson, a screen on Vassell. Clock at 6. Shot left block. And another basket for Houston.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Eason with the ball. Castle covering. And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for Houston, Eason. One shot.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Champagnie. Fox outside. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Oh, nice! Big finish! Man!
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And here is Thompson. Nice move. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. That shot wide open. Vassell's got 9.
Yeah, the three-point shot is an important part of Vassell's game and an important part of this offense.
Outside Eason. Thompson outside. Soft touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. On the wing, Fox, defended by Thompson. Fox against Thompson. Now here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Thompson knocks it away.
And overall, you like what they've done on the offensive glass, extending possessions. They're top 10 in second chance points.
And you love how they've controlled the glass at both ends. It takes a huge effort to out-rebound this club. And Houston making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Rockets trail. Here's Shepard. He's got 9. Pass to Durant from the top of the key. Vassell with the rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Fox outside. Three-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Durant. Here's Shepard. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Shoots. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now. San Antonio with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Şengün against Wembanyama. High arcing shot. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, pretty slick move by Smith. You gotta have a strong handle to go up against NBA defenders.
Castle outside. Back to Fox. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Durant against Vassell. And it's in there. Durant's got 37.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Outside Durant. No good on the triple. San Antonio leading by 4. Castle outside. Pass to Barnes. Lets it go from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Thompson. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. We'll go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Finney-Smith checked in for Durant. And Okogie is subbed in for Amen Thompson. San Antonio also making some changes. Hornets checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Johnson comes in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. Here's Fox. Give him 31 now. 1:35 left in the third. Hey, rejected by Capella.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Outside, Green. Here's Shepard. Pass to Finney-Smith for the lead. Drops in the 3. Finney-Smith's got 6 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
To the middle. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it.
San Antonio ball.
Bryant, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox.
Number 11, Bryant.
Here's Johnson. He's scoreless. There's 37 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Here's Harper. And down it goes. Jam that one home. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Count it. Good. Capella's got his first basket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Johnson. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. Pass to Harper. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. Harper's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Johnson and Barnes, your small and power forwards. Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. Barnes, it's good.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
And here's Shepard for 3. On target from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Fox. Fires the three. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for three.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
De'Aaron Fox really is your do-it-all kind of point guard. Just such a valuable player for this franchise.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now here's Şengün. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Okogie for three. Rebound by San Antonio. Outside Barnes. Fox outside. To the paint. Here's Harper. San Antonio moving the ball around. Now Fox. Fox fully commits inside.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Şengün, a screen on Fox. Pass to Okogie. Shoots over Harper. Okogie's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's the teardrop. Oh, Fox gets him with a silky floater.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Okogie, the pass to Şengün. Missed inside. Spurs lead by 7. Fox outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the Rockets making a change here. Durant's checked in. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornet. Here's Okogie. Pass to Şengün to end the drought. San Antonio with a rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
They're really working the paint now.
Rockets trail by 9. Durant with it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Fox outside. From 8 feet away, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Amen Thompson checked in for Okogie.
At the line for 1.
Free throw, no good for Fox. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 11. Inside, looking to end the run. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now here's Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And here's Shepard for three. Rebound by San Antonio.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now here's Wembanyama. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Smith, he's checked in for Green. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Harper.
Victor Wembanyama. Shooting
One shot.
one.
Rockets trail by 16. Outside Durant. Pass to Shepard. Şengün, the screen. They still need this. And that's good. Shepard for three.
That's now his second three-pointer of the half and his third of the night.
Castle outside. His first shot coming late, and the shot goes. Castle's got his first points of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Durant. And he drops it in from the low post. Durant's got 39.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Back to Fox. And he lobs it up. Oh, Wembanyama crashing down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Pass to Şengün. And here's Durant. He's guarded by Vassell. Thompson outside. From the arc. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Şengün. Pass to Smith. Houston working the ball around. The kick to Durant. There's the triple. Barnes with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Vassell, a screen on Şengün. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 41.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. Smith with a screen on Castle. Thompson finds Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And look at Smith making the heads-up play. Rolling into open position right on cue.
Pass to Barnes. Now here's Vassell. Launches it. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Shepard. The three is up. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Shepard's got 11 points here in the second half.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. Nice job from the three-point line this half.
To the left side wing. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
He's been incredible tonight, seemingly scoring at will, really powering his team forward.
Here's Durant, and it's Houston scoring again.
You know, even if this game doesn't go their way, I think he's got to be proud of how he performed tonight.
Here's Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Here's Şengün. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Champagnie, he's checked in for San Antonio.
At the line for one, Alperen Şengün.
That free throw good from Şengün.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
Vassell outside. Back to Castle from downtown. Goes again. Oh, wow. How do you even box this guy out?
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Smart play by Fox. If you can't find penetration, take what you can get.
Durant inside. He's guarded by Vassell. Now Easton. Outside Durant. Jacks up a three. Shot's no good.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Vassell. And the three misses. Rockets trail by 13. Şengün, the screen. Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. We can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Here's Castle. 1:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vassell.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Now here's Durant. Şengün, a screen on Vassell. Durant inside. KD won't be stopped.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
San Antonio leading by 9. Outside Fox.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox at the line for two.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Here's Thompson. Yes! Using that window!
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
San Antonio has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Now here's Vassell. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Spurs.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And as a strong year for the club continues, they've willed their way to 56 wins. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous contribution from him scoring the basketball. Everywhere you look, his fingerprints were all over this game.
Up top, Durant. He's guarded by Vassell. Sinks it in the post.
Well, you can rely on Durant to do it all. I mean, he'll produce on his own, but he also works really hard to find his team shots as well.
Now here's Fox. Right side, Wembanyama. And it's in there!
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
Here's Fox. Castle outside. And so it's San Antonio with the W. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.